Hello guys, it's Commander Cod, and today we'll be doing a 3x3 tutorial and how to solve it. As you can see, I already scrambled my cube, but if you haven't done that, go right ahead and we'll begin. So, to start, we want to make a white cross, so it's all these edge pieces around the center. And we also want these edge pieces to line up with their corresponding color. So we want this green and white one to go here and here. So let's move that one there by rotating the bottom face. So this yellow side, I'm gonna rotate it once with our left ring finger, or you can move it with your thumb and normal and pointer finger like that. And now it's lined up. So we will then want to take our pointer finger at the top and we want to push it down and push it down again. And now we have the green side. Red one was already solved, so now let's do the orange one. So now what we want to do is we want to push with our pointer finger again, which is also called an F prime. I'll have a notation up there of what that would look like. And now we have the, so just like this. Now we rotate the bottom with our right ring finger, this one, like this, or thumb and pointer. Then we want to rotate this back up, so we want to have our pointer up top and our thumb at the bottom, like that. And then we want to rotate this twice, so we take our pointer finger again up here. 1, 2. There we go. See, we're almost done. Now this one's already paired. But let's say it's like over here. So you just want to move it with your right ring finger once to the left, like that. Then 1, 2. Now we have our white cross, which looks super nice. So now we want to move on to the corners. So let's start with the green and the red. And that one goes here, in between here. So we want to take our pointer finger, 1, 2. Now it's where it's supposed to go. Then we want to move it we actually want to move it one more time, 3. So we want to move it here, but also since it was here, we could have just moved it back once. That would have worked too. So now we want to take the left layer, the left side, called an L prime, and move it up. Then a U, and then a U move, which is upper layer, move this way. Then we want to L move, left hand, to bring it back down. So now we have this corner in place. Let's do this one, because it's a kind of a tricky one, and it's supposed to go here. So we want to go right, so R. I'll have notations up at the top of the screen, up here, to help out. Then we want to do U, R prime. So now this is supposed to go here. So we want to move L prime, U, L. And because that put this in here, that take this corner out, so now this can go here. So we want to do a U prime move twice. So we want to go 1, 2, like that. And now it can be inserted here with an L prime, U, L. Last but not least is this, the red and blue corner, which goes here. So we want to 1, 2, which is U prime, then rotate. Then we want to go L prime, U, L. So that put that corner into place. Now, we want to do the edge pieces, which are these. We were lucky enough that when this corner was up here, it was already paired. You might not be so lucky, so I'm going to teach you an easy beginner's method. So, let's say we want to do the orange and green edge. It's supposed to go here. So, line it up with the green face, so it's like this, and the orange is on top. Then rotate it once so that the orange is on top of the red. And an easy way to remember this is if, let's say it's orange, it goes to the opposite color, so it's red. Or if the top color is green, then the opposite, we would want to put it on blue. So then we want to do the moves to insert it, which is an R, U prime, R, U prime. So now we have this pair. Then we want to go L prime, U, L. So now it's inserted. And like I said, I'll have these up at the top, so that way you can easily follow along. And rewatch this video as many times as needed so that you can understand these. So now, it'll be super simple. We just rotate this top side once. See, because this is orange, so it goes above red. Then we do L prime, U, L, U, R, U prime, R. Now that's inserted. And last but not least, we have the green and red. So we want to put this red above the orange, like that. Then we go L prime, U, L, U. Then R, U prime, R. And there we go. We have the first two layers done. The white side and this layer, and the middle layer. Now, for this part, we want to have all the edges, actually, no, sorry, we first want to start with a yellow cross. So, and we want to be able to identify some of these cases. So in this case, it is a hook. So it is these three pieces and not the corner, but sometimes the corner can be in there and it'll still be considered a hook. Then there's the bar, which you always want to hold this horizontally. Then there is the dot, and it doesn't matter how you hold it because it's just the yellow center. So we want to F prime. Actually, hold on. We want the hook on the upper left-hand corner, like this. So we want to F prime to bring this white bar up. Then this is what they would call a sexy move in the cubing world. And it's super simple. You can review it as many times as you need, but after a while it's very easy to memorize. So it's R, U, R prime, U prime. And that creates a bar at the top. And like I said, you don't want to hold it like this. You want to have it like this. So you can either rotate the cube or you can rotate the face. Then you want to F prime, or if you already had it F prime like this, just keep it that way. And then R, U, R prime, U prime, and F, which reconnects this. And now we have our yellow cross. So now, what we want to do is we want to put all these edges in the right spot. So the green one's already there, so let's do these. So we want to do what is called a soon, which is an R, U, R prime, U. And then the way I do it is R, U prime twice, but you can also do R, U, 2, like that. Now, let's see, move it over. We have opposites, so we want to do it again. This part is kind of repetitive, so you want to be able to do this as many times as possible. So you just want to kind of R, U, R prime, U, then R, U2 prime, or yeah. All right, we figured it out. We now have all these edges in place. Last but not least is the corners, which in this case, I have all the corners in the right spot. They just need to be rotated. Now, what we don't want to do is twist the corners like this, because that is illegal, at least considered illegal in cubing terms. You won't actually get arrested for it. But let's say you don't have any corners in place and you have one right one. So let's say this is the correct one and all three are not right. So you want to rotate. Actually, no, rotate. And then you want to R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. And you still have your safe corner, and the rest of these now have to be aligned again. So R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. Yep, and then you still have your safe corner, so put that back on the left-hand side. So forgot to clarify, but when you have a safe corner, you want to have it on the left-hand side, so that when you do your R and U prime move, it stays safe. And then you want to do L prime U, R prime, U prime L. Now I think I should have all my corners back in the right spot. I do. Once you're at this stage, you want to rotate it to where the white face is up and the yellow is on the bottom. And I like to start one turn off, like this. So instead of it being orange, it's blue or green, however you want to do it. And you want to do the sexy move, R, U, R prime, U prime, and then R, U, R prime, U prime. And continue to do that until the last one, when it inserts the corner. And let's say you have like a bar like this. Do not rotate the cube to go to the next corner. Instead, you want to rotate the bottom face like that. That way, so that if you rotate like this, you might mess it up. This way, you keep it safe. You want to do R, U, R prime, U prime. You want to just keep doing that until it inserts the corners. And I know it makes it look like it's messing it up, but trust me, we're on our last two corners and it'll solve it. So, R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, and the last one, R, U, R prime, U prime, and there we go. I really hope this is your first time solving a cube, and I hope this is the start of a great cubing journey. And I want to throw in a little bonus pattern for you. So you want to go M prime, U, M prime, U, M prime, U, prime, U. So you want to do M prime, U 4 times to make it look like this. Okay, and then you want to take this left corner, keep it in place, and then rotate down and to the right, or like to the left. You want to do M prime U, M prime U, prime U, M prime U. And then you want to do that one more time. And you have this really cool pattern called the super flip. And if you want to solve it, you just want to do that again. And then you want to take this, rotate down like that. And then, oop, too many. And then we want to do that one more time. But yeah, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. As always, Commander Cod loves you, and Jesus loves you, and I want to leave you with a verse. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son. Give me a sec. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. But yeah, there's your 3x3 tutorial, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. See you later. Commander Cod out.